CBU's College of Arts and Sciences spans over 60 programs along with 6 robust departments. I caught up with the dean of the school, Dr. Lisa Hernandez, for her to explain her role in the school's success.
My job as dean is really to empower my department chairs and my faculty to be successful in what they're doing to create conditions for success. And I think that cycles down to the college level where we try to create opportunities for both students and faculty to flourish in their disciplines and really to grow academically.
With such a high-profile job, Dr. Hernandez discusses how she keeps a work-life balance.
When I'm off the clock, I try to be very off the clock. The phone is tempting always to be like checking your email and stuff, but like when I go on vacation, I turn off the angry red dot that tells me how many emails I have pending, and I just pretend like I don't have any piling up in the inbox and just completely try to disconnect as much as possible.
But what does the dean do in her free time? Make balloon animals, of course. The dean tells me how she picked up her most notorious skill.
I was going on ISP to an orphanage in Russia, just kind of a way to connect with the kids. So my team and I all sort of tried to learn a little bit, so really self-taught.
She has become quite the hot commodity for her balloon making services.
I did the Cast Carnival here on campus, and then once in a while I'll have a family or friend say, "Can you come do birthday parties?"
Dr. Hernandez has served as the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences since 2019, where she continues to build the college moving forward. For CBU TV, I'm Trevor Berrigan.